they need to take at the splits to get to their destination, so you can actually just constantly split tracks and all this. The only time that the arrow actually matters is if you are on the train. I think this one, yes, this is already set how I want it. Yes, that one's the way I want to go as well. Okay, the nice thing about it is currently the trains do not collide with each other. As you can see, there's already a train in the station. We are stopping here or not. Train's too heavy to stop. Okay, we are working on this station here. That is my Caterium Runners train. He only has 4 cars. Most of my trains will have more than 4. Is that... No, it's not flat. Let me stop. Oh, come on, come on. I need my train to stop here. This is where I want to work, and this is my supply train. So it doesn't actually have a transit route like the other trains do, or other train right now. This one is just one that I use to carry supplies to wherever I'm building, which is going to be here. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get it to stop. Wait, it might stop soon. That's uphill in the front and back. Okay, I think I am stopped. No, I am rolling forward just a hair. Come on, stop. I'm still rolling forward. And I'm rolling forward again. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think I'm successfully stopped now. Okay, good. This is my build train. Basically, I have a bunch of supplies in it, and we are gonna. And the name of this train station right here is Caterium Cliffs. It's only a 4-car station. The first 2 cars are, of course, empty because the way I'm building that is I'm going to have some some trains called radiation runners, and they will be a car with two trailers, and one will be for uranium pickup, the other one will be for waste drop-off when I build power plants. All other stations will have 2 empty platforms before the cars that are actually managed. This platform only has 2 because all my trains, and yes, you can build a 2-point and have the train go from point A to point B and back and forth by putting a engine on both sides, the front and the back of the train. And that works, except for the fact that one thing, you can't really have a system of trains like that, because you never can tell which car is pulling into the station first. It might get turned around somewhere, and then your cars would be all out of order, and your resources would be unloaded in the wrong docks. So, my trains will all have the exact same resources and the exact same cars, and so that way I can build a whole network and let them figure their shortest path to from one point to another, and not have to worry about it. So, and the way I'm doing it is car 3 is my iron car and car 4 is my Caterium car, and we are at a Caterium node. So basically, and the nice thing about this is we don't need to do any overclocking or anything, because we're going to be having trains at multiple Caterium nodes and everything. So all we need to do is get the stuff out of my build car to build a miner. Oh, okay, you can't access it from the top. Okay, so first things first, to build a miner I need, let's see here. All I need is 2 miners. Okay, 2 portable miners. And that's all I need to put my put a Mark II miner here. And of course, eventually I'll upgrade to Mark IIIs because there are Mark IIIs now. Let's see here, we're going to run it that way because my car is up there. And we are not going to do that. We are going to run that just a little bit out here and then use one of these. That's not crossing my track, is it? I do not want clipping. I was like careful about my track, so sometimes it likes to clip into the ground. I went, as long as it's not too much into the ground, I let it be, but some of them tracks, whew, they really tried to clip into the ground, and that was like, oh, okay, let's redesign that track. And nice thing is, this is a powered station, so I can just connect power to it. Boom! It's now powering my miner. Although, actually, what I should have done... Let me disconnect that for a second. What I should have done is put a Mark III power pole over here, which to do that I'm going to need some more stuff out of my train car. There we go. Because it's not going to be the only thing over here. I do have some iron nodes. That's why there's two cars, or two actual docks, because I can run some iron into here too. I almost got that on the platform. That's okay. I'll put some pillars underneath the platform holding it up just for looks another time. Okay, so now that should, yep, there it goes. And we have Caterium. Now, to organize the inputs, we are going to build... wow, interesting actually. Because I got the two iron nodes there, which I'm going to have to merge into the front car. So we're going to go... Actually, we're just going to go like this. These are inputs. Oh, just a hair too long. Okay, that's fine. I don't like the fact that... maybe I'll take this one up a little bit. And we'll also put the Caterium we picked up in there. just for fun, we're going to go ahead and ride this baby back, and, well, actually it's going to be interesting going through the other train. This is Caterium Cliffs. Wonder why it's called Cliffs. I don't know. I have no idea. But okay, so we're going to, yeah, this is my work train, so it'll be there for a while until I go to work on another area. This one should head back to the main hub, which is right there. And I got these splits so trains can figure out the shortest paths to wherever they're programmed to go. And that's how my whole that is car 4, right? Yes it is. Car 4 is Caterium. Unloaded into this box. Which is the line right here. Which merges into my Caterium line. So let's see it unload. I think it's set to unload. Did I? Yeah, I set it to unload. Okay. I think they did a good job on the graphics, and then that closes like that. Yeah, that's cool. And there it comes out, right into my Caterium line, and then the train is off again. So, yes, that was a successful test. Now, where should we take the train next? I don't think we need more iron. Maybe we should take it to the other Caterium node so I can dismantle... What? I'm thinking a lot of, with the latest update, a lot of the power slugs respawned. Because there's no way in heck I never picked up that power slug before. I'm pretty sure I picked up those 2 power slugs before. So, cool. I guess with the update, the power slugs respawn. That's fine with me, though. I use them, although if I'm producing, oh, that's what I need to do. I need to take coal back, too. Ooh, and crude oil. Should probably head over to the crude oil next. No, I want, I need to go exploring up north with the railroad track to get some bauxite. We also need to work on some power. I mean, I do have some coal generators in my factory, but let's see here. But, oh, coal is actually not very far. Nah, I would make another station for the coal. I'm not gonna... The whole point of the trains is to reduce the amount of conveyors I have. Not make another one that goes this way instead of that way. Okay, I think the train hitting you can kill you. So I will just wait for it to pass. I think we'll head towards the quartz and bauxite nodes. Okay, now all the now that train did flip the tracks, so that when I drive this one, I should end up going through the main hub as well. stop. Hopefully don't crash the game. Me driving through all that train's trying to stop. Or while I got train cars on track while I was trying to unload. Hope we didn't try to grab one of my cars. Oh, that's the wrong. That is the wrong way. That is the wrong way. Okay. Oh, and I don't have a turn there. Oh, I didn't make a turn. I need to make a turn there. So bye-bye, train. Yeah, you're going to start rolling backwards, aren't you? Yes, yes, you are. That is fine. That way it rolls that way. Oh, there's already a merger here. And I've found connecting a fourth one confuses the crap out of the trains. Okay, so there's already a merger there. That's a problem. Oh wait, no, it's not, because I can always. This is my my train installation. Is what that is. That road is. When I build a new train, I have a nice solid straight track over there that's flat on the ground that I can build a train on, and then give it a path, and it'll pull out of my build area without it being in the way of the other trains while I'm trying to build it. Okay, we do not have a connection point. Okay, let's make this as sharp as we can. It looks like we're going to go through some trees. Yeah, I'm okay with going through trees because we can always take them. We can always take them out later. Okay, now. Okay, now we have a left turn track on that one too. Nice. Okay. Anyway, let's try to go back around and take the path I want to take this time. It's weird. I could have swore I had. I guess I don't have bauxite unlocked. Could start heading towards crude oil. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to the station. I did not see that was flipped the wrong way in time. Just gonna pass right through it. My look is normally inverted, but when I'm in the train, it's not inverted anymore. Okay, so it's going to set up the way I want it to go. We had a turn. Why did it? back up. God, apparently if you manually stop at a station... Okay. I didn't think the train worked if you manually stopped at a station. I didn't think it would... Are you done yet so I can... Thank you. That's all my stuff that doesn't belong in... Okay. I accidentally manually stopped at a station. That's my own fault. Oh, I can't believe I actually managed to do that, though. Look at that. I stopped right in the right spot. That's... Wow. Okay, we are on a roll for having fun with trains, well, issues with trains, I should say. Okay, do we have any open space in this car? We do. Most of that's just junk I picked up while we were out building that train. There's something interesting. No, I'm not worried about that. Oh, because I was playing with it, it didn't unload. Okay. You're not gonna touch my train, right? Don't touch my train. I think that's all I need to keep on me for now. Except for I put away all my industrial vans. Don't touch my train. It says it's set to go right. But it might have been built from the other side, which means this is the way I would want it to go. Let's see. Let's see if that sends it a different way. Okay. It was apparently built from the other side. Okay, nice to know. Still odd, but I'm going where I wanted it to go, so. this one for sure is built correctly. So I need to flip that. Pretty soon? Yes, I am. Okay. Now it jammed the cars. I wonder if they're gonna. Huh. Let's see here. So, I think we want to get up on that cliff. I wonder. Yeah, I was playing, unfortunately, early game I played with the uranium in the cave, and with their reworker uranium, until I get a suit, I can't even go into the cave. So I actually think I wanted to take that, I did want to take that turn there. I wonder if I can back the train up. Probably not. It's on a hill and it weighs a lot. Oh, it looks like it's gonna let me. Start rolling forward again. I do not like the fact that it keeps doing that to me. You can, when you get out of the train, you're like face first in. Wow, it rolled backwards that fast. It was rolling forward when I got out of it, so I was like, okay. I figured it would take a minute to slow down rolling its forward roll before it rolled backwards, but I guess I was underestimating the steepness of that hill and the weight of the train. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, it looks like I need a little bit more track for the train to roll backwards in. So that it can reconnect, technically. This should be enough. Okay, let's flip that switch. Okay. Come on. Go. I'm actually kind of surprised my power grid's still functioning. No. I still had a lot of leeway. Most of these trains use 110 each, so I guess I still have plenty of leeway to work with. Do I have you stay in one piece? No? No, you didn't? Okay. Okay, so let's look around here and see where we want to take this train. Now I know this is where my sulfur mine is, so that's what that card is, that belt is there. But which direction should we take it? I don't. I think that ramp right there is too steep to use it to get up there. Ooh. But yeah, I'm liking the looks of this area here. We can bring a train through here, I think. Might need to build a separate ramp to get up there. Yeah. We can do it though. Let's, you know what? I want to see if these ramps are too steep. Oh. Yes, these ramps are too steep. Okay. So this sulfur ramp is too steep. Oh, that's way up there. Okay. As you can see, I explore. Oh, hey, the Buster. How you doing? So we need to get. So we're going to take a train right through there, I think. Why does it keep putting my ramp backwards? I don't remember you used to do that to me. Remember, I used to be able to rotate it once and it would be enough. Okay, well. We should probably build a train station before we go up there. It would be a sulfur station. We gotta decide though. Do I want, if I build a train station here, then I accidentally built the foundation over there, but I can't see it. I'm sure I did. Well, maybe I didn't. Okay, never mind. I couldn't build the foundation. I don't have any. Okay, so I need to bring that train track forward a little bit so my train can rejoin itself. It's still funny that if you back a train over a split in track where one or two of the cars had not crossed the split, Oh, I hurt myself. They will separate. So there's so there's my locomotive, and there's another car down there that's actually the back car for that locomotive. That's so. Let's see if we can't get some flat ground over here that we can keep the train on. Nah, we're not gonna get any flat ground. Not unless I build any foundations, which I don't want to. This particular train is only for my building resources anyway. So if I have to go back forward a little bit, it's not a big deal. We'll take it to right there. At least get it to be one train again. That is my locomotive, right? Yes, it is. And with one car missing. The other car should join me when I cross. What the hell happened? No! Oh, wow. Why are you staring at me? Oh, brake already! Wow. Okay, this is interesting. I apparently had the switch flipped funky. Now where is that train going to go? That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. So if I pull this forward, thank you. I don't think that's past the... Okay, now this train's going to start rolling as soon as I get out. Rolling backwards, so it's going to mess everything up. You train. Why are you rolling backwards? You were on the hill forwards, aren't you? And I swear, it makes you face a random direction every time. Okay, so we want to flip this switch, get back in this train, and back up, and the two trains should meet. The train cars should reconnect. And boom, connected. Kind of funkily connected, but they are connected. I am holding the brakes. Then just disconnect them. Let's see here. No cars going the wrong way, right? Okay, good. My luck. Okay. Right. Okay, now that problem should be fixed. Well, kind of. This is a train. This train right here isn't my main train. This is just full of building materials for me to build with, which I don't mind if it gets messed up because it's going to be dismantled eventually anyway. Yeah, bye-bye train. And I'm stuck. Okay. Now, the whole reason I was trying to get to the train to fix it was because I wanted some cement out of it, and I totally forgot to grab any cement out of it. So let's chase it down and grab some concrete out of it. Wow, I got enough momentum. It's going to keep going. Ha! It might actually find my other train. I actually do have some train automation done. I have a train that makes circuits delivering Caterium. No. And if it wanted to go back to base, then its main base would have been making a left right there, but the track was switched to go this direction. That would have been backing it up to base. Oh, there's my actual train. You know what? I'm gonna catch a ride. Wow, it had enough momentum to go up into this. Oh, wait, it can't be under power. It doesn't have a schedule. Wow. If this is my train that actually hits this. This is, yeah, it might stop soon. It's driving backwards, too. That's funny. Wow, I got a lot of momentum, apparently. Stop, train, stop! Okay. We'll put the Blade Runners on real fast to see if we can't help me catch the train. Well, it looks like it might be stopping. Driving backwards through my, don't you dare unload. Okay. Okay. Why is it drawing 25? Oh, it was powered. It won't unpower. Look at it. It says 20. It's drawing 25 watts. It won't unpower. And as soon as it starts going again. Ah. Really? Huh. It wasn't drawing. I didn't think it was drawing 25 watts before. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to end up having to dismantle this train and because it's just being uncooperative. To dismantle it, I'm going to need some stuff to put this stuff that's in it in. So let's do some industrial storage containers. That's true. That's true. Guess I could have just... Yeah, a parking brake, or even... I mean, it doesn't... When I hit the brakes should stay set. Letting go of the brake shouldn't instantly remove the brake. Okay. So, and this is my Build-A-Train track that I can attach to the other track to deposit a train into the line. Unfortunately, it's been having issues. I think I'm going to use it on this side. Since the track is, maybe I just build a truck and try to carry a bunch of stuff in the truck to go build the train. Oh, I don't have any oscillators or beacons on me. Truck uses rubber. I think I got some rubber in. And I think I was carrying around... I left one of the cars. Wow, I really needed to organize the crap that I had. It was all over the place. No, I'm sure I had some rubber. Where'd it go? Yeah, well, the problem with that is the fact that you have to do single line tracks like that. I don't want to do single tracks. I want a whole network like this, and like this train right here. The first 2 cars are empty, and this is a Caterium train. And I was doing that, and the trains do find their way along networks like this pretty well. The only problem is the initial building of the network seems to be a pain. Oh, I had to... Okay, why did I have... My rebar shotgun disappeared. I don't know if they changed the model with this update or not, so I don't even need to carry rebar on me. Yeah. So what's funny is I'm pretty sure the Caterium, the Caterium unloads full. Which means I can actually dismantle this ugly Caterium line that's right here. It runs from an actual line. Well, the splitting trains, the only time I've seen that is if a train backs up over a split. Where like some of the cars had passed the split and the others hadn't. So as long as they're automated with one train in the front, they should never be backing up, so they should never split. Manually driving trains will split, but automated ones that actually have routes should never have a split problem. Oh, except for if 2 trains hit a split at the same time, or one right after the other, and then one was driving across. Oh, and you were saying that, typing that in just as I said that. Yeah, I just thought I realized that. You are correct. Huh. And even though the cars that are split don't unload when they... Oh, wow. So I was thinking if the fourth car in the train, even if it's graphically split, if the train pulled into the stop like this, would it still, it wouldn't unload it anymore? I'm guessing this car is awful. This car is probably full. It is. Oh! Yeah, because my train station over there is only 5 docks long, and it's on and the sixth one's on a slope. So if if it's a 6-car train, it can't stop in that station because it'll start rolling backwards every time it tries to stop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can see that issue. Wow. That does kind of shoot the hub function. Yeah, well, actually, when I saw it happen, it didn't stop moving totally. It kept trying to inch into the dock, and it would almost get there, and then it would roll backwards about 2 inches, and then it would try to go in again, and then roll backwards 2 inches, and so it was barely moving, but it was actually moving back and forth, trying to get into the stop. So yeah, I've seen that happen on mine. Oh. That kind of shoots hubs down to the ground, doesn't it? Ugh. Oh man. I don't want to do I want hubs. Well, I guess I can still build hubs technically, I guess. I guess I can just make a lot of the trains take the same route? No, because they're taking 2 different routes right here out of the base. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate, and I gotta remember to grab my jetpack out of here so I can actually... Oh, I did grab it. I just didn't put it on. Well, that's the good thing about this developer. I mean, I've been playing... I pre-ordered Satisfactory, so the day it came out, I was playing it. So, and I've noticed that if there's a game-breaking bug like that, as long as they know about it, they're actually pretty good about fixing the game breakers. I like the fact that even though it's full, unlike a truck or anything like that, even though it's full, it's not freaking out and continuing to... well, that is unfortunate then. Oh. Well, I guess I will delay the building of more of my tracks for another day then. Oh. That is unfortunate. Aww. And I made a mess out of my factory just to get enough stuff I needed to do that too. And I mean, I made a mess out of my factory. I was rebuilding my factory. Okay, let's put it this way. I played when it first came out, and I played all the way through Tier 6, everything that was in Tier 6, and then I had everything unlocked, everything built. I had a huge factory that was completed and everything, And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna rebuild the factory, and I dismantled the whole thing into an auto sorter. And I dismantled part of my auto sorter now. I and then I was rebuilt. I built the building, and was going to rebuild the factory. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break and wait for 2 updates to come out. The last 2 updates. The last one was a small update, and then this update. And then I started playing again, and I already had. Yeah, don't look at that left side there. That's the ugly side. And so I already. I was rebuilding my factory with a super bus, 56 lines that can be pulled down via lifts, and then everything goes over here, so it gets manufactured, and then it drops down to the first floor, which is where my buffers are, and my everything goes into the buffer boxes, and then back up to the main bus. And that's what I was building. And then I didn't have enough stuff to build the trains. I had enough stuff to unlock them. I did not have enough stuff to build them. So then I turned around and made a mess out of the left side of my factory up here. And I made a complete mess. Look at this. It is a disaster area to make the heavy modular frames and computers I needed. I mean, that's all this makes over here is heavy modular frames and computers. And I made a disaster area to do that. Which I can't even stand the look of it. But it was just a quick throw it together to make the computers thing. And make the modular frames and computers. I had everything else I needed, just didn't have modular frames and computers. So I gotta eventually dismantle all that and reorganize. Yeah, here's where the main bus comes up. It's pretty organized. As you can see, the belts are pretty uniform. But I use a 56 belt main bus with buffer. So why do I have 2? Oh, this was when I threw down for that because I forgot I had one in here. Okay. Oh man, I was so looking forward to building my trains. See, the tracks look really cool from up here. They split and merge and split and merge and split and merge. But right, exactly. I'm still thinking about building it. Even building the stations, just don't have any trains scheduled to go to the stations. See, that's my main station. That thing is huge. And it's my unload station. Or if I do build any trains, I can still build my uranium train because it's just going to be circling over there. Well, actually, I can't build my uranium train because I haven't unlocked my hazmat suit yet because I haven't finished this. I need 1,000 motors, computers, and modulars. Oh, I do not think I have enough motors. It just needs rotors and stators, right? Yep, rotors and stators. Now, I might have enough rotors and stators. Wow, that would be a long time just sitting here holding down the spacebar, though. Okay, so no. Ah, there's my stators. I got 1,000 of them. That's only enough for 600 engines, motors. Where are my rotors? Oh, there they are. I got 4,000 of those. I just don't have enough stators. They really need a way to tell what's in the boxes without putting belts on them or just threatening dismantle. Well, I'm all bummed now. Thinking, well, let's just grab some concrete, a bunch of concrete, and a bunch of stuff to build tracks, and see if we can't get at least the tracks. Maybe. Wow. I don't remember that looking like that. Huh. Oh. Build a. Yeah, I don't even can't even get to the bauxite yet, or I can't even ping bauxite yet. Okay, so what did I? So I'm just building tracks. That's really all I need. Oh, and lots of concrete. Huh. I have a lot more steel pipes than I do steel beams. I mean, other way around. Ammo for the gun, yes, we have some obelisk if we need it, gas mask. Okay, I think we got everything we need to head that direction. That is disappointing though. I was just building away on tracks and having fun with them, and yeah. Oh, I should probably. I can still build the stations too if I'm not. Oh man, that means I need the stuff to build stations too. Unfortunately, the discouragement's pretty big. I'm half thinking about actually switching games right now, just because. Oh, I so wanted those trains to work. But But if it was reported 2 weeks ago, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't fix it already. They're normally pretty good about that. Or they have been. Wow. Now, where did I already start building? I already started building a ramp, I know I did. Oh, up here. I think what we're going to have to get rid of these trees. I did not bring enough. I did not bring. Okay, so I guess we'll. Do it that way then. Now, what's the minimum distance I can build one of those Y? I mean, the three-way turns. Huh, that looks like it. There we go. What we're going to do is plan. Oops. We're going to try to get the oh man, that's nope. We're going to plan to have like a station out here eventually, and then only trains that have to stop in this station will come over here. The rest of them can keep going right by. Yeah, that I've noticed. I mean, you got my, you saw I already do have one train running on my track, and it delivered more than could be unloaded. It was delivered, and it's so fast. So yeah, Yeah, it is really nice. Those trains are really fast. All that trouble and still too much. Yeah, try too sharp a turn. Huh. Still too sharp a turn. Okay, well, we'll worry about that some other time. We want to take the track up there, I think. I kind of like the 1x8s that they added. It's nice to have something that's just for like a flat floor that you can put stuff on. I don't know why it keeps, I keep having to rotate it though. That piece right there. I mean, it used to be in previous updates that it would, if you rotated the one to build a ramp, the next few pieces would all come out the same direction. You didn't have to keep rotating. Oh, so if I went like this and then like this. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, because that didn't work for me. Yeah, well, the thing is, it used to work fine. I mean, I built plenty of ramps like that before without issue. Which... Huh. I just realized something. When it comes time to build a station over here, I can just can split right here, and one of them just go off this way and have the station over here. Anyway, squirrel. starting to think I didn't start this slope far enough back. Hmm. I don't think that's going to work. Let me get a better, different view of it. Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I was never a fan of automating the trucks. I mean, I played with it a little bit and everything, but they just seem so unreliable to me because they did some stupid shit sometimes. That I know, I just went, you know what? As cool as they are, I just stuck with belts. Everything's conveyored in. I mean, as cool as trucks are. Yup. Yeah, that's why I'm like they're fun. They're awesome theory and all that, but they just didn't work as well as I would have hoped. The only really cool thing about the trucks is the fact that they didn't take fall damage. So as long as you had enough life to survive the fall while you're programming them, you could program them to drive off cliffs and shit for shortcuts. Okay, so there should be probably a natural way up there. The only problem is they added the map. They added the map after I explored everything, or explored a lot. Oh, there's a geyser I didn't tap. Huh, I like the fact that your trains show up on your... Too bad you can't... The stations don't automatically show up. You have to actually put down a beacon for the stations. Which this one's pretty much... This beacon's on the node that's right next to the Caterium station, so it's not a big deal. Okay. So let's see. Well, a lot of slugs respawn, so I'm gonna hold that, keep my gun out in case a lot of enemies did too. Okay. Oh, I'm suddenly lagging. Why? Whoa, that was bad lag too. Oh, got another limestone that we can... If we build a station for the sulfur, we can put the limestone in it too. Okay, so there is a smooth ramp over here automatic already. But, ooh. Okay. Interesting. I don't remember being in this cave before. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. I remember this cave now, yes I do. Okay. That's a good possibility. Although I don't think it should have lagged me that much. I mean, I do have it is installed on an SSD. But, I guess it's a possibility. Okay, so we come up straight through the gas there. Did I hear something? They mess with the volume on things. Some things are quieter than they should be, and some things are louder than they should be now. Although the trains are do sound pretty good. Okay. Another iron node. Okay, that's the abyss. So, I don't remember if there's a natural, like, way up there or not. I think there is. But maybe it was down by the water that went around? It's been a while since I've been over in this area. Don't remember it perfectly anymore. Although it's good to see that a lot of enemies haven't respawned, because there was a bunch of those big red and green fire spitters over here originally. Although back when I killed them, I didn't have a gun. Just had that rebar thing. They took like 20 shots to kill them. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a way up over here. I think the only way really up there nicely was through the cave, which I can't do. Because of the way they changed uranium. And I had been messing around with the uranium in the cave, like trying to store up extra and all that. And with the way they redid it, I can't go into the cave without really dying. Yeah, I was trying to think ahead, you know, pre-mine a bunch of the stuff and get it in the storages and all. Yeah. Tried to go in there and it started killing me, so I tried from a distance. From a distance, I filled my inventory so that it wouldn't pick anything up, and then I dismantled the storages and everything, trying to clean it up to get in there, and nah, I couldn't get in there. Like, oh, until I get radioactive, I mean hazmat suit, I can't go in there. Oh, that's the top half, the top of the cave I was just in. Yeah, okay, I remember it. And I know going through the cave is a nice way to get up, or at least kinda up there. But unfortunately, it's not an option for me. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already did this pod, right? Yeah, that one's already done. Although I was a little annoyed with this update, some of my alternate recipes disappeared. And of course, I already used the hard drive, so I can't get it back. I can't get another one to replace it. I had an alternate recipe for for the... Oh, what are they called? Reinforced iron plates. Reinforced iron plates, it had a different name, but it was something like, it was something iron plates was an alternate recipe's name. But it worked in place of iron plates. I mean, the output counted as reinforced iron plates, and I can use them as reinforced iron plates. But that recipe's I no longer suddenly have. Stitch! That's the one. That's the one. I think... No, I had Stitch, but there was something else too. But yes, Stitch was one of them. And yeah, that recipe's just gone. I don't have it anymore. Yeah. Okay, so... Since we couldn't go that way to get up there, maybe we can go that way. Although I know there's poison there. That was an interesting shadow. Okay, so let's go through here and see if we can find a nice way up. If we can, then we can put a train track right through here. I mean, we already have a conveyor through there, which would be good anyway, because that's where the quartz. I can get a quartz on the train too. No, I actually went into a constructor, I think it was. Yeah, constructor. No, not constructor. Assembler. I was actually in an assembler, and it wasn't there. And the thing about it is, they don't show in the build menu, but they do show. Cause oh, I don't have anything on me that I have alternate. But if I mouse over a recipe of something that I have an alternate, it'll show me both recipes, and it wouldn't show me the alternate recipe for this for it either by mousing over. You know what I'm talking about. When you go like, oh, I don't have any reinforced industrial, yeah. Yeah, I just have the default recipe, I don't have the alternates, the problem. When I look in the, okay, let's see here. Yeah, plates and screws. Yeah, that's the default recipe, the plates and screws. The stitched was like wire and plates or something like that. I mean, literally stitched. They used wire. But yeah, it's not there anymore. Okay, so there's a path over here. Yeah, I think that's the okay. Because like I said, I thought I had two alts for the reinforced iron plate originally. I had two alts. Or at least I thought I had two alts. I know one of them was stitched. But the thing about it is, right now, if I actually go into a assembler and look, I have no alternate recipes for iron plates. I think I'm actually going to find my way up. Okay, that's not a bad little... I can take a train up that little lip. Had stopped for a minute there. I was having a lag again. Probably, like you said, probably the autosave. Okay. Yeah. So we got a fog. Whoa, didn't mean to get close to you, sorry. I know I can kill you guys now and just stick a novelist at you. What is that? Oh, that's my quartz line. Huh. So I can actually run my quartz line, run a train line up here to my quartz. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta kind of plan that one. We can plan that one out. Yeah, we got a nice little smooth arch right here. We can come right across there, go around and up to get there. Still looking for a nice way up there, though. Super fog. Interesting. There's some pillars. That is some foggy water. Poison plant, poison plant. Oh, pure coal, huh? Ah. Okay, I don't have the... Oh! That's probably why I don't have it marked. Oh, come on, lag, really? Where'd he go? I can't even see him now. Okay, hey, look at that. No, I saw two little shits with him. Where'd the little shits go? Oh, I'm almost out of rounds. Oh, that's not good. Okay, maybe the little shits can stay hidden. Let's see here. Heavy modular frame. I did not bring a heavy modular frame with me. Okay, but did I bring the beacons? I did bring a beacon. Where'd the other little shit go? I saw him out of my corner of my eye while I was fighting that one. I know I saw him. Where'd he go? He's gonna wait until I'm doing something again. I just know it. Oh, actually, it would have helped if I actually changed the color properly. You're going to click over here. It kind of helps if you actually do something like this, and then like this. Okay. Okay. Now to show you what I was talking about, if I mouse over this, alternate recipe 1. Because I've unlocked multiple recipes, my alternate recipe does show up. If I mouse over this, none of my alternate recipes are there now. And I know I had at least one, I thought I had 2. That is what I'm referring to. I have alternate recipe for screws too. A doggo! I could try to tame him. I'm not going to bother. They get lost and stuck everywhere anyway when you try. I'm not going to try to take him all the way back to base. Ha! That's funny. There's the pod unknown. Apparently I couldn't get to it because I probably didn't have a weapon to fight those guys. Or ammo. So I just dropped the beacon right next to it. That's funny. Okay. So I'm just going to go up there and look around. I'll figure out how to get a train up there some other time. Ah, I wonder what that pod requires now since gunpowder's not a thing. It's, probably requires 10 of the... Oh wait, gunpowder is a thing, duh. It's what the Nobilis is made out of. I didn't bring any gunpowder with me. For some reason I was thinking they called it something other than gunpowder. But it is still gunpowder. Oh, look at that cave. And a slug up there. Oh! I really, I found it. I know, I recognize this area. I recognize this area quite thoroughly. This is the other side of the uranium cave. Hey, wow, the slugs did respawn, because I've been through this cave. That's how I recognize it. And that's why there's no enemies. So there's no way I would have left the slug in the open like that. So the slugs must, or power slugs must have respawned. Which is fine with me. Odd lighting effect. I can see the sun through floating rock. Okay. Now, I wonder if maybe I can take a train through here, because I can get close enough on this side to put a track down, and then from the other side, pull the track out, without getting too close to the radiation. Maybe. Maybe not, too. Well, the problem is, like I said, I had been pre-collecting the uranium. I pulled the uranium away from the node into storages. I pulled the uranium away from the node into storages, and those storages was kind of in the middle of the cave. So there's a crap ton of uranium right in the middle of the cave. See? I can't even... The belt's still there too. Inventory full, can't pick anything up. See, look at all the crates and everything in the middle of the cave. It's yeah, I screwed up big. I was trying to think ahead. But yeah, the problem is I haven't unlocked the tier yet, so I can't ping the bauxite. I would have to like look at someone else's game or something to figure out where it's at. I don't know where it's at. I know someone said, and I think it was in the patch notes or it was in the video with Jace, said something about it being in the Pink Forest, which is why I was trying to get up there. Because I'm guessing it's up there somewhere. I don't know for sure. I've never found it. So that was my whole reason for trying to get up there. but I don't even actually, I can't ping it yet. Ah, okay. Well, so I was trying to get to the right area. That's a good sign. Get out of the ground! Don't like it. You're gonna make me you go down there manually? Okay, fine. I like my tracks to actually somewhat, I mean, I like them to follow the terrain because it's just kind of cool, especially when you're riding them. But at the same time, I don't want them to look stupid by going down into the ground and coming back out and shit. Oh, that's a long railroad to go through this cave, too. I forgot how long this cave was. But I was able to connect another power slug I missed. Well, didn't miss. I missed it. Well, technically, I guess I did miss it because I was just through here. Okay, so there is the exit. We will worry about actually trying to get the train over here or something at some other time. I want to try to get up there. That looks like actually the best path. I love these things. Just because I like their whole, the whole, fix-it, computer, fake fix-it computer. Doesn't sound quite like the right. Anyway, Oh, look, another slug. Jeez. But that looks like a bunch of lag waiting to happen, apparently. Yes, that is the right area. I am up on top. Now, if I see, if I can find a node. Wow. Yeah, they definitely reworked this area. It looks pretty good. Is my stream okay? Yeah. It's just my game, okay. Wow. That is so weird. Oh, look at that. Another one. Wow, my game is not liking something in this area. Another slug. I'll take that one. Oh, is that the bauxite? Is that the bauxite? It is! Yay, I found bauxite. Okay, so we found one bauxite node. I'll grab some water. Actually, I don't need to grab any. I do have some bauxite back before there was actually bauxite nodes. I actually found bauxite like rocks around and had harvested them. So I do have bauxite in my storages at my main factory. I probably don't have much, but I do have some. Okay, so let's keep looking around, see if we can find another node or anything. Oh, yeah, that's just evil. That's just evil. Put the uranium on the surface like that, that is just evil. I saw it just before my screen turned green. Oh. Saw that just before my screen turned green. Started to turn and then it started flashing. Okay, so I think this is, if I remember right, this is above the cave. Yeah, that's the cave right there. Oh, wow! If the node's right there and the cave's right there, I can just... No, I still want to bring I actually want a station up here. I don't just want them driving through the cave to pick up. I could, I guess. Well, we got a coal node up here too. A normal coal node. Okay, wow, what is wrong? Why am I lagging so badly? Hey, is that the way you're supposed to come up? Is that a ramp up from there? No. Oh darn, I thought it was. Thought I was actually found the right way up. Okay. Now that's a trap if I ever saw one. I mean, I know those things are harmless, but there's got to be something dangerous over here. something really dangerous. Unless that's one that respawned that I had already picked up and killed whatever was dangerous. That's a possibility. And that must have been what it was, because, yeah, nothing. That's another pod. What does this one need? Actually, there's a power line running right through the pod, so I'm pretty sure I probably got this one, otherwise it would be marked. No! Supercomputers. Huh. Wonder why I didn't mark it. I actually... Maybe it wasn't here. That would do it. I wouldn't have marked it if it wasn't here when I put the power line through. That's another nice thing about trains. Won't need the power lines anymore. All over the place. The trains will do it. I have to be exact, but I want it close to the same. Oh, I think it's too light. That's too dark, but close enough. Okay. Ah. I can actually open that pod, but that's not where I'm here. Still didn't find a way up. Well, I actually don't think there is one. Oh, look, hold on. Interesting. Don't look like they're hiding anything. Hmm. They don't look like they're hiding anything, but they're too tempting to resist to just blow something up. And they were hiding something, a yellow slug. Nice. Okay. Whoa! Boy, they just like to put that poisonous uranium right out there, don't they? Look at that, another, I think it's Summer's Loop. Summer's Loop. Actually, I don't know which one it is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be Summer Sloop or Summer's Loop? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Either way. They like to put that uranium around again. Well, I guess if they have see, it looks like it's a figure 8 loop, so I would think it's called loop, and then it's probably Summer's Loop, but it could be Summer Sloop. A lot of poison around here. Oh, look at that. There's a ramp right there. Question is there an actual way up? Over here, we'll find out. We'll keep going around. Oh, poison area. Oh, the crater. Yeah, I lost 2 doggos that were following me, and they couldn't figure out a way out of there. They're probably long gone now. You gotta give them credit though. It's a beautiful game. Beautiful terrain. Ooh. I think that looks like it might be a ramp down. I might have to just take it around that way and get up here. Okay, that would work. Huh. Right, there's one left. Don't think I have a lot of Noblesse left. Yeah, I still have 12 left. I'll throw another one at the rock just in case. Might be something good underneath it. Of course, then again, there might not be too. That's okay. Okay. Wow. Poison and fire dudes. And another Noblesse rock to destroy. Okay. We don't have a lot of rounds left for our guns, so we're gonna try to go around them. Okay, the bamboo area can be annoying. It's like I should have been able to walk between those plants. Thank you. Poisonous. Okay, back to the edge here. Yeah, that's true. You can just run right past those ones. You can also blow them up. I've blown them up, but I have a where the SAM node is. Back before you can get rid of those things, that was fun to get a conveyor with the SAM out past a bunch of those things. Okay, so there is a ramp up there, but it's not much of an area to get past. Oh, more flame dudes. Huh. The river looks kind of odd there. Okay, we do have a ramp down into that river. Right there. Oh, he's freaking out, but I don't... Oh, that's the new spider. Oh, thank you, I will pass. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Probably need to have Blade Runners on to outrun him. I don't know. Doesn't look like he chased. Certainly hope not. I got too close to one of those plants long enough for it to actually react. Okay. Really? Whoa, come on, really? Oh, damn. There's way too much stuff there for me to... Oh no, I want to mark it though. Okay. Close enough. Didn't get close enough to wake those up, and the other dudes can't get up here, so... Power. 256 megawatts? Holy, it wants a lot of power. That thing wanted a lot of power there. Interesting. We're gonna head south from here. Oh, that is too high. Okay. Really? It lagged out when I hit escape, so so I hit escape again. Then it brings up the menu and splats me. Oh Jesus! Wow. Okay, well, the fact of the matter is I've been sitting in this chair for a little too long now. It is actually well, 3 hours past my normal bedtime. Oh, look at that. I can look around while the menu's stuck on my screen. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, good place to stop. So, yeah, especially since I can't even do anything. I can't even pull up a menu now. I can walk around, but I can't. Hitting escape does nothing. I got the menus. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna call it right here and catch y'all in the next one. Hopefully, I don't have as much lag issue and have the game do that to me. Anyway, have a good one. See you next time.